for making this happen, gentlemen. Then also, it's my pleasure to thank the other sponsors involved, Umbro, for all the technical kit and the nice prizes you guys will receive. Also for the nice caps and all the apparel you guys have. AllOutScout.com. We have a representative of their company here today. A very exciting initiative from them being on board as well. And then also the partners of Grey College who's made this event happen. We'd like to thank Powerade, ER24, MultiChoice, Hertz, and also the LOC. Special thanks to Mr. Ludwig Kukemer for his hard work. And then also Mr. Jaro Prince, who's been at it for 17 to 18 hours a day for the last 3 days. I'd also like to thank the team from Open Field, Mr. Mark Meyer and all of his colleagues. And a special word of welcome to our esteemed guests here, Mr. Stan Musimi, the Retail Area Manager of Engen, Mr. Lucas Matubaku, our SAFA representative. Like I said earlier on, the stage is only made possible by the continued commitment of such a large corporate as Engen. I think these guys set the standard in terms of loyalty and dedication when it comes to the development of players and the future stars. Without tournaments like these, it's virtually impossible for SAFA and our national teams to draft new players and to see the exciting talent here. Having said that, I'd also like to welcome scouts from different clubs here, gentlemen. So if you perform really well and you express your individual skill within the team environment, these guys will definitely take note of you, and you might just open doors for you to create massive success in your own future and personal path. Having said this, I'd like to call on Mr. Ludwig Kukemer, the tournament director, just to say a few words on behalf of Grey College and its LOC. Mr. Kukemer.
It is I who have to thank you for your presence here. I know school has started and most of you sitting there are academically inclined. So it's an effort for you to be on the soccer field. I could see it this morning, the way you fought for that ball. I can see you really wanted to be in the classroom today, do maths and science and life sciences. Am I correct? Not? Okay. So our core business here is football. Obviously, we need to rely on your integrity as players, being of the right age, having enough discipline, even if you win by a huge margin, not to embarrass your opposition, but always stay humble in victory and learn from your defeats. To the managers, coaches, the VIPs, the media, special word of thanks for your sacrifice over this weekend. I know it's not easy. Some teams have travelled in, say, 200 to 250 kilometers to be here and to play quality football. So it's a massive sacrifice, and I want you guys to appreciate your coaches and managers by just giving them a round of applause. All the acknowledgements will be done by our MC, Mr. J.D. Ferreira. And I must just mention that he's also worked extremely hard behind the scenes, and he's very humble in what he does and who he thanks. But a special word of gratitude to J.D. I don't know where he is now. Oh, he's behind the scenes again, you see. Anyway, thank you very much for your presence, all the dignitaries, and then Mr. Moka de Lange, you and your range staff. Through trying circumstances, you've done a fantastic job. Special word of thanks to the range staff of Grey College. Give them a round of applause as well, please. And lastly, the officials. You know, it's the most ungrateful job there is. You get abused. Sometimes you get praised only when you win the trophy. But so far from what I've seen, they've been punctual, they've been disciplined, and the communication with the coaches and the players has been fantastic. Thank you to those officials, and good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you, Mr. Kukemer. It's now my great pleasure to welcome a great friend of Grey College, a massive supporter of football. Doesn't matter who plays, guy who's not biased, just here to enjoy good full football. He's the retail area manager of Engen, who's made this all possible, Mr. Stan Musime.
Thank you very much, JD. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I would like to extend a warm welcome to Mr. Ludwig Kukamoer, our tournament director, Mr. Lucas Matobako of SAFA, Tsirufa Achoma Baso, Bloemfontein Celtics, our 2016 Engen Knockout Challenge ambassador for Bloemfontein, local organizing committee members, honored guests, members of the media, coaches, players, all protocol observed. From everyone at Engen, it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the 2016 edition of the Engen Knockout Challenge in Bloemfontein. I would also like to take this opportunity to welcome our partners, Ambro, ER24, All Out Scouts. This year, we are celebrating 13 years of Engen Knockout Challenge tournament, and I'm just amazed at how this tournament has grown through the years. I am proud of the fact that more than 100 players that have played in this Engen Knockout Challenge are playing at highest level. I believe that soon we will see players from this tournament performing at the professional level at home and abroad. In 2015, 11 players who featured in the Engen Knockout Challenge represented South Africa at the 2015 Under-20 FIFA World Cup in Chile. Your journey starts here. The championship will once again be staged in Gauteng in October, where the regional winners of the 2016 Engen Knockout Challenge will battle it out to be the Engen champions. On behalf of Engen, I would like to thank our host, Grey College, the local organizing committee, and their staff for their support. Thank you very much. Ke a leboga. Thank you.
A big thank you to Mr. Musime. Our next speaker heads up our local SAFA office, a man who's also got an ungrateful job, guys who do hours and hours of administration behind the scenes to make tournaments all over the country possible. Also a lifelong friend of the school, if I can put it in that way, a man who always supports us, makes himself available for these kind of events. It's an honor and a pleasure to welcome Mr. Lucas Matobako. See the man still fit, he's got a quick jig happening there, so.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, the program director. I'm representing SAFA regionally and locally here. Ours as SAFA, we are here as a partners to support. You will ask yourself, how are we supporting this tournament? Our main is technical, supporting technically so. So on behalf of SAFA, we would like to thank Engen again. Engen is there to support our SAFA Vision 2022. So we appreciate that. Mr. Stan, please pass our message to your principals to say that Engen so far is the only company that is really engaged in supporting our Vision 2022. Grey College has been our partners, and we appreciate that, Mr. Kukamoer, please, we are always around if you need assistance as SAFA people. We are always there to make any contribution. We are not here to add numbers, but to make sure that we add value to this tournament. So we appreciate that. Mr. Stern has already said protocol observed, so I'm not going to go there. Let me just talk to the players. This tournament is a very important tournament. As you have heard about how many players have been produced and have been scouted out of this tournament. So out of this tournament, as players, you are not there just to play football. Football will make you a leader. It will also teach you about the laws of the game. Let me also remind you, I know you are not aware there are 94 amendments in the laws of the games. FIFA has just amended the laws of the games. So I would also appeal to the coaches. Please talk to the technical officials just to give you some new amendments because they need to be implemented from now. We can't wait for another day. So please, coaches, talk to the technical officials so that they can also give you which one that you can take care of because it's very important that you should know the laws of the game. Now players, it's very important that you take this tournament very serious. You are there to make friendship. No, you are not here as enemies. And I would appeal also the coaches. Let's fair play prevail in this tournament. We want to see correct players being, I'll use correct, but I know there's a term in the rules and regulations that talks about eligibility. So now I'm saying correct so that maybe you would understand the language, fair play. And also, let's not play to make damage in this tournament. Damage in the sense that we want to this tournament to grow. So correct age is very important. So on the coaches, it's up to you again that through this tournament, locally, I'm not sure from other colleagues from other regions, license D and license C, please enroll with your region. In the Mangaung region, there will be this kind of a course so that you can also upgrade your qualification. The more we get the qualified coaches, the more we get the good players, the more we'll get a better tournament like this one of Engen. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we like to wish all the teams good luck in this tournament. And lastly, before I forget, last week, one of the players, Tyrone Mondi, who used to play even this tournament, he has now been selected to play under 20 national team. Can you give him a round of applause in absentia? So South Africa under 20 will be playing against Lesotho. I'm not sure when, tomorrow or next week, but I know they are playing somewhere. So now we are interested on this business of Engen now. We'll get the result. He will probably be one of the players that has been produced by this tournament. Let me also thank you. Thank you very much.